welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to be doing this. I've wanted to do this for a very long time now, and it's finally happening, so I hope you enjoy this makeup tutorial. First, we're going to be prepping our skin for our makeup, and first I want to make sure that our skin is clean. So you cleanse your skin before applying any type of makeup, and I'm going in with a mask, the Too Cool for School Egg Cream Hydration Sheet Mask. This mask is so hydrating, makes your skin feel so smooth and soft and luscious. So after I apply this to my skin, I wait about 15 to 20 minutes per se, and I remove it, and it's so hydrating and fresh and revived. So then I massage the excess product into my skin, making sure it's well absorbed so that our makeup glides on smooth and nice and beautiful. Next, I'm going to be going in with brows. First, I'm going to be tweezing my brows because my brows grow up into my hairline and it's not cute. I know, it's not. So I'm going to tweeze away any unwanted visitors and neighbors. And this to prime our skin, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I don't know what Rihanna was doing in the lab, but this primer is beautiful. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. It makes your skin feel so airbrushed and soft and smooth, and it's just so nice to use. Going in with the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primer Water. If you are dry, this is your holy grail. It's so hydrating, just a burst of fresh air or water on the skin. Now dabbing it in with a View Technique sponge, then going in with brows using the COLOURPOP Brow Pencil in the shade Black and Brown. Now I'm going to start by filling in the tail of our brow because that's where I want it to be the darkest, and then working my way in towards the inner part of my brow so that it can look a little bit more natural. Going in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, we are going to be defining and outlining our brows just to make sure we have nice and precise looking brows. This took me a while to perfect. I am still learning, but hey, this is how I like to do my brows. You can do your brows however you choose. Brows are very personal, so whatever you feel comfortable with, do you do. It's all fine with me. Going in with the Morphe E8 brush. I love this brush to blend out my concealer because it is dense yet fluffy at the same time. It's not too tapered, but it's tapered just enough to get a precise blending done. Love this brush, the E8 by Morphe. To set our brows, we're using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, also known as Brow Cement, because once you use this, you guys, your brows will not move. Even after a dance break, they still won't move. It's glue. It's cement. It's awesome. Use it. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is what we are going to use to be priming our eyelids for eyeshadow. I just personally love using a concealer, especially this one, because it's bomb! It's so full coverage, yet so creamy and very blendable. To set that concealer, we're using the Laura Mercier powder in the shade Deep. Now using the Morphe Dare to Create limited edition palette. This palette is limited edition, yes, but I'm glad I got my hands on it because it is so pretty. There's such a variety of colors and it's good for everyone, especially working makeup artists. That's why I had a very tough decision trying to figure out what am I gonna do. So first I'm going in with this middle shade as our transition. It's good for darker skin tones because it has a very orangey peachy undertone. Going in with this burnt orange shade, taking that on this fluffy brush in windshield wiper motions. Next, we're using the Morphe M504. This is just a very tapered blending brush, and we're taking this magenta, same thing, into our crease just to define it a little bit more, because we are going to be going in with some reds. So I really want a gradient and well blended, seamless finish to the eyes. Next, we're using the E17. This is just a very smaller, precise blending brush. We're going to be picking up this shimmer red shade. I think it's more of a satin shade, but it's very pretty. It's very bright. The camera isn't really picking it up as brightly as I want it to, but just to define that crease a little bit more, that's what we're going in with windshield wiper motions. And we're done. Picking up the ColourPop times Caffeine Lights Dream Street palette. This is so unnecessary, guys. Please don't be extra like me, but if you are, I'm just picking up this red shade on a fluffy definer brush just to enhance that crease area just a little bit more. Going in with the star of the show, the STILLA Magnificent Metals eyeshadow in Kitten Karma. This is so pretty. It's so glittery, so nice. It dries very quickly, which is why I'm going in with one coat and blending it out and then going in with another coat just to make sure I get it to the full capacity that I want. Now picking up these top two magenta and maroon shades, we're just going to go back and forth with those two shades in our crease area just to make sure that everything is seamless between the glitter eyeshadow and the red eyeshadows that we already have down. Now it's time for the face. We're going to be spraying the TATCHA Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. If you like to be dewy, this is for you. If you like to be matte, well, I love to be matte myself, but I do love the glow that this gives. I do love it. Using the best foundation ever in life, guys, this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. The best foundation ever, 16-hour wear. It's so natural yet very full coverage, but it just gives your skin such a luminous glow. It is amazing. A bit pricey, but definitely worth it. Taking this from the back of my hand using a Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to be pressing that ever so gently into my skin because I want it to be well absorbed and as natural as possible. Even though it's going to be 5 pounds of makeup, I want it to look like a half pound. Foundation done. For concealer, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep and the shade Tan Sand. Very unnecessary, but right now Tarte doesn't have an in-between shade between the both of them, so I'm going to go in with Deep first, making a nice little triangle under our eyes and our forehead and chin area, down the bridge of our nose and our Cupid's bow. shade Tan Sand. We're going to go over top of Deep. The reason I'm doing this is because Deep is so close to my skin tone, it's not going to be as highlighted as I want my T-zone area to be. And Tan Sand is just a little too light for my complexion. So yeah, I know, it's a lot, but I promise it's going to blend out beautifully. Concealer, we're going to be using the Morphe setting powder in Banana. This has a very light yellow pastel-y color to it, so I love it because of my complexion. So it's not stark white. It looks stark white on camera, but I promise you it's not. Of powder, I'm going to be going over top of that with the Laura Mercier powder in the shade Deep, just to add a little bit more color back to our skin. Yes, I know I look like a ghost at the moment, but I promise you, using this E41 fluffy brush, I'm going to go over everything with the Laura Mercier just to bring a little bit more color back so we can look a little bit more natural. Now to set all of this powder, I'm going to just take a few sprays of MAC Fix Plus just so that that powder can sink into our skin and look a little bit more natural. For bronzing, I'm going to be using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I'm picking up this darker shade right here, and I'm going to be taking that on the Morphe M527 bronzing brush. I love this brush because it is tapered yet fluffy enough to give you such a very natural bronze. Taking the Morphe M335, I'm going to be contouring my nose using that same dark shade from the Black Radiance Contour Palette. And I'm just taking that brush and dispersing that pigment from the tip of my inner eyebrow and down the bridge of my nose, around my nostrils, just to bring that nostril in a little bit, make it look a little bit smaller. Now using the Morphe M178, using the COLOURPOP bronzer in Rodeo Drive, I'm contouring just a little bit, not a harsh contour, just to bring a little bit more structure to the cheeks. Now for step 2, we're taking that mustardy shade. I'm just going to be dabbing this under our eye just to bring a little bit more of that highlight back to our face. This magenta shade from the Dare to Create, we're just taking that on a definer brush and just packing that color onto our lower lash line using the Morphe M432. Now picking up this bright red shade and the orange shade, we're just taking this on a fluffy definer brush and just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions just to blend out that lower lash line. Blush palette in the shade Dark, I'm going to go in with these top two shades just to add a bit more color to the cheeks. I wanted something very peachy yet just a slight bit of pink added. I'm using the R2 by Morphe. This is from their Rose Gold collection. Now we're just going to curl our lashes to prep for falsies. The Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. This is a mini size, but I'm definitely going to get the larger size because this just adds so much volume and it's so black and it just makes your lashes look so long and voluminous. Now for lashes, we're using the KITTEN Faux Mink lashes in the style Midnight, and they are so fluffy and wispy and beautiful. For our lower lashes, we're going to be using the NYX Pin-Up Tease mascara. If you have not tried this mascara, I urge you strongly to go out and get it. To exfoliate our lips, we're using the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator in Brown Sugar. To line our lips, we're using the COLOURPOP Lippie Pencil in Heart On. I really wanted something very pink and magenta just to match our eyes, and this lip pencil was perfect. Over top of that lip liner using the best lip gloss ever in life, the Fenty Beauty Universal Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. It smells amazing. I've never smelled anything like it because it's amazing and unique and I love it. It's so glossy, so universal, so good for any skin tone. Rihanna, I don't know what you're doing to me, but it's beautiful. I love it. My favorite gloss ever. I got the mini version and I had to go out and get the larger size because I know I'm going to run out eventually. For highlight, using the Fenty Beauty KILLAWATT Freestyle Highlighter in HUSTLA Baby. I'm taking that on a Morphe M438 brush and just highlighting the tops of our cheeks. We're going to be highlighting the tip of our eyebrow towards our temples, and then we're doing the tip of our nose and our forehead, our chin, and our cupid's bow. To highlight our inner corner using the M213 brush from Morphe, we're going to take that same HUSTLA Baby on our inner corner and our brow bone. Now to set everything, we're going to go in with a quick bath of the MAC Fix Plus. And this is the final look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell me what you think in the comments down below and let me know exactly what you want to see for later videos. I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in some more videos coming up. Bye!